Hey guys, I'm Maximus. I've been playing paddle and tennis for over 13 years, and by the end of this video, you guys will know every single return mistake that there is in the book. A lot of beginner and even intermediate and advanced players make mistakes on the return, and honestly this is a shot you cannot afford to make a mistake on, because this is a shot that will come at you every single game. For half the games you will be making this shot, so if you can start making all of these shots and not just passing them over but also playing them that you have an advantage on, will dramatically boost your games and get you start winning more matches. So I'm going to be naming the 5 biggest mistakes people at all levels do on their returns and how you can fix them and implement this in an easy way. Let's go. And if you want to improve all aspects of your paddle game, this being technique, tactics, your mentality, and more, I have opened up a free community where we can come together and we will dive deeper into the proper techniques, proper tactics, and even more. And the link will be down below. It's completely free, so make sure you join that. Okay, starting with returning the T serve. So some of the most common mistakes players do trying to return this ball is, one, is that they're not ready for it because they are way too close to the glass, because they are more scared of the ball coming to the glass, that when the ball does come to the tee, they have to make a huge run and end up being late to the ball every single time. So that's one. Make sure that you are more positioned to the middle when you're returning so that you have time to make it. And 2, a lot of players struggle when they play this ball with the glass or when they play this ball in front of them. A general rule of thumb, if let's say it's a feet's weight apart from the line and it's coming with speed and maybe a little bit of topspin, play that ball with the glass. You have more time, and with that ball you can have more options since you have more time. And let's say the ball is coming slower or it bounces around here closer to the net. There, play the ball in front of you, and preferably a lob, since you don't have that much time. If you play a ball straight to the body, you'll have that whole corner opened up where they'll easily attack you. So make sure, if you have the time with this ball that's coming up in front of you, play a high ball. If it's further than that with speed, play the ball with the glass and you have more options. Last thing I'll say about this is to always have early racket preparation, meaning that as soon as you see the balls come to the tee, you prepare the forehand, and that'll move your shoulders right away so that you can hit the ball in front of you and you won't be rushing with the glass or in front of you to hit the ball. Mistake number 2 is when playing the ball with the side glass, people tend to have way too late preparation. We already kind of talked about this in the first point with the forehand, but even here, and this counts for both sides by the way, it's really important that as soon as you see the ball coming in the direction of the glass, that you take your racket back at the height of the ball. This will automatically move your shoulders, and already before the ball even crosses the top of the net, your racket is back, so that all you have to do when the ball's in the right place, you just got to move your footwork to balance yourself and hit the ball in front of you. A lot of players, what they do is kind of as the ball is coming from the glass especially, that's when they take the racket back to hit it, or they try to play it really quickly in front of them, and that never tends to work out because they don't give themselves enough time. And even if they hit a ball over the net, they just give the opponents a really easy volley or even a short lob, which could cause them to lose the point. So once again, to reiterate, as soon as you see the ball coming, you take your racket back, just remove your shoulders, then you adjust your footwork, and then you hit the ball in front of you with time. Mistake number 3, not making a decision in time. This applies for especially when we're playing with the glass. A lot of the time, players that are not really experienced do not know whether to play the ball after the glass or before, so they kind of try to do both and scramble, hit the glass, and lose the point. A general rule, if you see the ball coming to the first glass, that means that you can play the ball after the glass, so make sure you take a step back, not being close to it, and play it in front of you. And if the ball is coming direction the second glass, that ball you have to play in front of you, because it is really hard to play that ball after the glass. What really helps is actually telling yourself out loud or in your head, whatever works for you, if you're gonna play that ball before or after. So if you see that the ball is gonna play the first glass first, the first side glass, then you wanna play the ball after, so you say after in your head, wait for the bounce, play it in front of you. Let's say it's going for the back glass first, then you're gonna play the ball in front of you without the bounce. Okay? This just takes a lot of practice and getting comfortable with the bounce. Mistake number 4 is being way too close to the ball when hitting it. So this is something that tends to happen to the side glass. It could be left or it could be to the right. And this is when we see that the ball is coming to the corner, we come way too close to it because we're trying to defend it, and we just sort of end up jabbing at the ball and not hitting a proper ball next to us with balance. And this mistake really comes down to your starting position when you're actually running towards the glass. A lot of the time players think they really got to get real close, especially when it comes to this first glass, but they forget that the ball is eventually going to come back at you and it's going to come back slower. So if you just stand, let's say 3 feet away from the first glass, you'll actually be able to hit the ball next to you. It's going to come at you, and you're going to be playing that ball way better. Last and final mistake is bad return positioning. A lot of players tend to start the return already so close to the glass because they're so scared of that ball coming to this corner, and this causes a lot of mistakes. Number 1, we already mentioned this, is that when the ball does come to the tee, you are so late for the ball and you end up not having the time to reach it, and if you do, you're most likely gonna hit a not so good ball. So that's one thing. 2, what we already mentioned about hitting the ball right in front of you, you end up just kind of having to jab at the ball and you're not going to be hitting a good shot. Way better to be a bit away so that you can hit the ball next to you with balance. And 3, usually if you do hit this ball, you're going to have to be leaning backwards anyway because the ball is going to be coming so fast at you and you don't have the time to really put your footwork in place where you're hitting it comfortably. So when you're hitting the ball back, you end up hitting a ball high, and most likely it's not going to be good and you're going to make a mistake. So basically, make sure you give yourself more room from the side glass so that 1, you're closer to the tee, and 2, you're not stuck on the ball when it does come to the glass. Really important that you guys implement this, keep this at the forefront of your mind next time you're in a match setting or a training session, and make sure that you practice each one of these things individually, because if you try to do them all at once, they will get complicated. If you want to learn the biggest ground stroke mistakes that beginner players and even more intermediate players do, I'll have a video about that linked down below, and it's also on my channel. And once again, if you want to join a community of people picking up Padel, learning Padel, and really wanting to master the foundations, I'll have that also linked down below. So with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.